Roger, I've got a lot of tools in my garage, and I got to be honest with you, one of my favorites is the snowblower, because when it snows, I hate using a shovel. I love these things.
Yeah, but the biggest complaint we get is when it snows and they won't start.
Right, and that's a problem, right? Because they sit unused all summer and fall long, and then all of a sudden that first storm comes and hits you, and you just want that thing to start up because you don't want to go back to a shovel.
I can guarantee almost 100% that this machine will start every time you need it.
All right, so what have you brought us here?
This is an electric snowblower. So this is going to be hooked up to a cord. You can't fail.
And you're saying that this is going to start because what? We don't have any fuel, we don't have any oil, this thing just plugs in and goes.
Right. Now, it's not a huge machine. It's not made to do big areas, and you can see it's what we call a single stage machine. It just has one paddle that turns around and feeds and blows the snow.
Right. So where do you expect to use this? Because I got a big driveway, and if I got a foot of snow, this is not going to cut it. When does this work well?
Someone has a condo, small walkway, a deck. It'll work really well.
You are dragging a cord around, but I mean, it goes with the, you can put this away, it'll start up right away, and that's just one of the things you
Right,
can
and
do
not
with.
storing anything with gas in it either, so for some people that's a winner.
All right, so there's a whole bunch of different electric models out there. I like the gas ones, they got more power, and just looking at this thing, you can tell it's going to move more snow.
Yeah, this machine's been around a long time, and it's been around a long time because we do maintenance on it.
Yep.
But it all starts with the gas, Kevin. That's where people have the biggest problem. They put the machine away, don't think about it, and the gas goes bad. It has ethanol in it.
So this is relatively new, right? All of our gas has that additive, and ethanol doesn't do well over time.
No, it actually grabs water and settles into the bottom of the tank, so when you go to start, you're sucking water up into the engine. That's not a good thing.
So how do we protect against gasoline that has ethanol in it?
We treat the gas. There's a couple different ways to go. They have a stabilizer like this that you can add, and this will give you 60 or 90 days and guarantee you that your gas will be good.
Beautiful.
Then they have some engineered fuel. You buy it just as it is, and it goes in and has no ethanol in it at all.
No ethanol at all, so you can run this without having to treat it. Why not just be buying this all the time?
Well, it is expensive. It lasts for 3 years, though, and that's a big deal when it comes to a snowblower.
Okay.
And if you are buying gas, you want to get the highest octane for these engines.
They like a high octane.
They
Good.
run a lot better.
So treat it while the fuel is in it, but then obviously at the end of the season, we don't want that fuel sitting in it, so then we just actually run it until it's dry.
In an optimal world. Otherwise, you could put this in and just leave it, and you're ready to go.
All right, so that's the gas. These things also take oil. In fact, the oil and the gas are separate on these models.
Right, so we drain this because this is what new oil looks like.
Nice and clear.
Now take a look at this.
Ooh, look at that. So that's dirty.
Right. And that's just lubricating your engine, and you want to keep it as lubricated as you can so it'll last a long time.
Beautiful. Okay.
Now the other thing is the spark plug. You take a look at these. Here's a dirty spark plug. Now that can lead to misfires and the engine not working very well.
It's nice and black on the end right here, which tells you it's old.
Take a look at that one.
Nice
See
and
the
clean.
difference?
Yeah.
It's a very simple operation to replace a spark plug like this.
Put a new one in maybe every season, every other season, make sure it's working fine.
Yeah, pull it out, take a look at it, and see how it looks.
Beautiful.
Then there's all the other maintenance, okay? I like to go around the machine, any moving part, take and lubricate it, just to make sure everything's loose and operating properly. And I'll also go around and check all the nuts and bolts, make sure everything's tight. Check your pull cord. If your pull cord looks like that, you know what's going to happen in the middle of a snowstorm.
That's going to break on you.
Very simple to get this to replace it with.
Right, okay. And I see some belts down there because these things are belt driven.
Yeah, the same thing happens. We have a nice belt like this. It's nice and clean, ready to go. You have an older one like this. You want to check and make sure there's no splits in it, or even keep a spare with you. So that if something does happen, you have one ready to go.
And so those belts are actually moving these augers in the front. I mean, as I look at this model, here's a big beast like this. This is what's actually doing all of the work. These augers.
Right, these augers are feeding the snow into an impeller. That impeller's moving really fast and it throws the snow out.
And that's why we can move so much snow, right? This is a big wide opening, powerful augers right here, and then this, as you say, really throws the snow.
And because of this setup, the machine runs at lower RPM, so it's not working as hard as a single-stage gas engine would.
Yeah, okay.
And a couple things to look for. Up here we have what are called shear pins. They actually make a storage place for it. I always carry one with me when I am out snowboarding because these are the sacrificial lamb. If you look in here, these are the shear pins right here, Kevin. If you hit something, instead of your gearbox breaking, these pins snap and they protect the gearbox. You just replace the pin.
It's a lot cheaper and easier to replace a single pin than it is to replace the insides of this machine.
And remember, every machine should have a tool like this. You're working inside the machine, shut it off, Go in, clear the obstruction, replace your shear pin, put this back, start the machine up, and you're good to go.
Even with the machine off, it's important to know that you never stick your hands down in this area.
Never stick your hands in there.
Nice that it is on board. All right, shear pin's back in place, and I see you've got the headphones right there.
Yep.
Because you always tell us to wear them when we're mowing the lawn, and I guess the same goes for when we're blowing the snow.
Anytime you have something with an engine running, protect your ears.
Okay.
Now, some of these machines, Kevin, actually come with headlights and heated handles.
Make sure you drop this thing off at my house.
Your house.
And have it tuned up for me beforehand, would you?
You're too much.